AOC has decided that she was going to take a shot at the Lincoln Project. And I don't think that this is the right time for that. I'm gonna give my opinions, but first, if you are unfamiliar with what the Lincoln Project is, it is a group of Republicans, moderate Republicans, but Republicans nevertheless, who were very anti-Trump and did everything they could to make sure that Trump was not reelected. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: if you look at how close the margins are in Georgia, in Pennsylvania, in Arizona, in Nevada, even how close things were in Wisconsin, right? I don't want to give credit to the Lincoln Project, but let's just say that their efforts helped, because any tiny little bit of help was necessary in order to win this election. I mean, things are still really close in Pennsylvania, even though we're going to pull off a win in Pennsylvania. Now, AOC calls on the Lincoln Project to take the L. Take what L? The Lincoln Project is victorious today, just like we are. So in this rare moment of bipartisanship in 2020, those Republicans were helping Joe Biden. Those Republicans were helping us get rid of Donald Trump. So the Lincoln Project should take a W here, along with the rest of us, progressives alike, because they won. They seceded tonight. Okay, let's take a look at the article. New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called on the anti-Trump Lincoln Project to donate its fundraising to smaller groups. The progressive firebrand said she was unconvinced the group made a difference in persuading voters, adding that the explicitly insulting content it produced isn't what gets people to move. Listen, the Democrats treated Donald Trump with a soft hand. It was like a manicured hand, okay? Now AOC doesn't, the progressives don't, but Joe Biden included, but just the DNC in general. I mean, this goes to all the senator races too. I mean, we played some of the softest political campaign ads I've ever seen in an election. While the Republicans are playing hardball, calling us socialist and cheaters and everything a corrupt, everything under the book, right? You have Donald Trump literally a criminal. You have several GOP members that literally committed crimes in financial crimes, right? And anyway, the Democrats, they didn't do anything. So the Lincoln, at least the Lincoln Project attacked the other side. So AOC, it's a weird criticism from AOC, because generally progressives have been very strong in their attacks against Donald Trump. And listen, the Lincoln Project, that's the only reason they were supporting Joe Biden. Purely their hate and disgust of Donald Trump. So why would she criticize them for their negative ads against Donald Trump? I don't understand. Okay, but it says, it's not too late for them to do the right thing. Lincoln Project should take the L and publicly pledge to give a lot of their fundraising to the people who actually made a big difference. Listen, of course, grassroots made a difference. Of course, even shifting Joe Biden a little bit to the left, a little bit more towards populism made a big difference. But listen, hey, look, we needed all the help we can get in this election. And if anything, we should be thanking the Lincoln Project, if anything. Okay, so there's potential incentive because at Project Lincoln is definitely in scam territory with these results. It's pretty bad rep, even though GOP has a thing for failing up. Come clean, say, listen, we thought it would work, it didn't. And in good faith, we're going to raise X million for these people who deserve it. So I don't know if is she assuming, I wonder, does she have data to back up the fact that their attacks on Trump didn't work? Or is she assuming they didn't work because the margins were so small and the race was so close? The polling failed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Lincoln's Project's attack on Trump failed. But, I am a huge fan of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I understand that she is not a fan of the particular members of the Lincoln Project because they are Republicans. Listen, these guys are not like the good guys. All right. Now, they had enough morality and enough patriotism to not support Donald Trump. But that is not the same as saying that these guys are fighting for the little guy or something like that, right? I mean, no. These are Republicans, right? Nevertheless, I don't know. I mean, these particular streams of tweets, I don't agree with here. And especially, and even if you do agree with it, right now isn't the time. Right now, at this particular time, what every Democrat should be doing is being a gracious winner. All right, because there's a powder keg in this country ready to go off. If Donald Trump doesn't concede, there's so many crazy things that could happen right now. The country could tear itself apart at this exact moment. I think that this would have been a good time for AOC to come out and say, "Hey, listen, thank you, Lincoln Project, for your contributions in helping Joe Biden defeat Donald Trump. Now, we hope that you won't abandon the fight against some of the radicals in the Republican Party. And it would be great if you can actually fundraise for some of the lesser known candidates, some of the House candidates, some of the state members of the Democratic Party. I mean, listen, change your party affiliation. The GOP has left you, Project Lincoln. You guys are not actually Republicans anymore, by the way. You guys think you're Republicans because you've been Republicans all your life, but you guys have lost the Republican Party. The Republican Party is dead. It is now the party of conspiracy and Trumpism. And so all of those old school Republicans, you better find that there's a big tit over there on the Democratic side of the aisle, because your Republican Party died. Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump made sure to kill your party. And it's really funny to me because the Republicans are so angry at AOC as though AOC is the danger. AOC was never a danger to the Republican Party. The danger to conservatism is Trumpism. That was your biggest threat. It reminds me of this Chinese poem. It says, the cicada. The cicada sits in a garden, and in song it sips the sweet dew, unaware of the mantis prepared to strike. My son just came into the room. Thank you guys for watching. Hit like, share, and subscribe. So let's remember at this time, though, let's not rub it in for members of the GOP, conservatives across the country. They're hurt as we would have been hurt had we lost the election. Let's not rub it in their faces. Let's be magnanimous and let's be kind and let's convert some hearts and souls over to the progressive side of things. So like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.